At what point during the acquisition of a property should I consult with an attorney, and how often should I be interfacing with one? I would never consult an attorney to acquire a property. I would consult with a title company who actually put on the panel that I spoke at. So I would say that the only person that you need to consult as you're purchasing a property, especially if it's like off the market or even if it is, peer to peer, I would always run that purchase through a title company. What the title company is going to do is do a title search and make sure that from a legal perspective, everything lines up. And then they're going to give you title insurance if you so choose to purchase it, which means if anyone comes forward and takes claim to your new title, then they will resolve it for you up to the dollar amount that you paid for that property or whatever you negotiate or purchase on your title insurance. Now, a lot of title companies have in-house attorneys or attorneys that they regularly consult with to help resolve any really sticky legal issues or to consult when they don't know how to handle something. But a lot of liens based on properties are pretty easy to clear up. And if they're not, then the deal is likely going to fall through. Now, it's completely possible to close a purchase of a property outside of a title company amongst friends. If I said, hey, I'm going to give you 10 tomatoes for your property, we could do that if we both agree to that. And then in writing, we would get a quit claim deed and record that. And then I would have officially purchased a property for 10 tomatoes. And the seller of that property would think that that was a fair exchange. And subsequently, that property would be mine, right? You could do that. But if I did that based on a quit claim deed, not through a title company, then there's no guarantee that the previous legal work is all done correctly. And if I don't have a clear title, then I won't be able to sell it to someone unless it's a really low price, and I won't be able to refinance it. Banks do not like lending on properties that there's not a clear title to, because they will not be able to get their funds in the event of a default, because they might not be the actual first position mortgage. They might have some older claims to that property that they have to fight through first. And it's just too much of a headache. So there is an entire group of people out there that might be in trouble themselves, that might not be bankable themselves, that might not ever be able to get loans themselves because of, federal liens, federal judgments. I don't really even know. I don't know that world well, but they would have no apprehension at all in purchasing properties that don't have clear legal work to them, because they don't have clear legal work themselves, right? Which, properties can get kind of caught up in, and then it would take a lot of work to get through those things if you ever want to bring it back to the more traditional way of buying and selling properties that's approved by title companies and banks, but not impossible. So all that to say, if it's purely about the acquisition, then I would not consult an attorney directly. I would consult a title company, and the title company can consult their attorney as they see fit. But I largely think that a lot of people a lot of people on this channel kind of come in from the video that I've done on foreclosures. And one of the most common questions that I see on those foreclosure videos is, well, what about the title work? Well, the title work is something that you do not need to stress about. You should always use a title company for that. And you don't need to do any education for yourself, in my opinion, on how title work is done. You should just rely on the professionals, the title companies themselves. Because at the end of the day, the title company is the only one that's going to be able to write the insurance or the title insurance on that property, which is exactly what you want. I would not spend any money on a property without title insurance, because I do not want anyone to, in the future, lay claim to any of our properties. 10 tomatoes. Yeah. New life goal, I guess, buy a property for 10 tomatoes.
Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.